We're now working on week 16, day 4. Again, we're working on fantasy versus reality. You're going to read a story about Paul Bunyan. Paul Bunyan was an American folktale hero who was a giant lumberjack. Now, as you read this, visualize or think in your head and make pictures in your head of what you're seeing, okay? As I read the instruction on the top of the page, we're going to read the passage, and then you're going to do the activity below, okay? So, fantasy versus reality, the attack of the giant mosquitoes. This is a story about Paul Bunyan, the most famous lumberjack of all time. Bunyan was as tall as a mountain. He could chop down 100 trees with one mighty swing of his axe. It is a fact that he and his men cut down every tree in Texas. All that grows in that state nowadays is wheat. One day, Paul's men were in the woods when a hungry swarm of mosquitoes attacked. The pests were as big as eagles. They zoomed in on the men and bit them all. Before long, the men were full of holes. They looked like window screens or pieces of Swiss cheese. The mosquitoes then dared to attack Bunyan. He held a frying pan as big as a football field over his head. Wham! The mosquitoes slammed into the pan. Their stingers went right through it. The bugs couldn't shake the pan loose, so they buzzed off with it. The pests were mighty tired by the time they flew over Lake Michigan. The giant mosquitoes splashed into the lake. The pan pulled them under the water. That was the last anyone saw of them. As I read the question, you're going to fill in the bubble next to the correct answer. Question 1. What in the passage can happen? A logger can chop down 100 trees with one blow. B. Mosquitoes can be as large as eagles. C. One group of men can cut down every tree in a state. D. Mosquitoes can bite people. Question 2. What in the passage is fantasy? A. Loggers cut down trees. B. Texas is a state. C. Wheat grows as a crop. D. Mosquitoes' stingers go through a pan. Question 3. The passage would most likely be found in a book about Texas. That's A. B. A book of tall tales. C. An encyclopedia. Or D. A book about loggers. Question 4. You know that Paul Bunyan is make-believe because he, A, is a logger who cuts down trees, B, is as tall as a mountain, C, protects himself from pesky bugs, or D, looks like a window screen. Strategy practice down below is to draw a picture of something you visualized as you read the passage. Go ahead and write that on the back of this page, okay? Have a good day, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.